cannot quite believe what I have just seen from Wrexham Football Club. We have announced the signing of experienced striker Jay Rodriguez from Burnley on an undisclosed fee until the end of the 25-26 season. Yes, the Jay Rodriguez that has played multiple years in the Premier League, over 550 career appearances, nearly 150 goals to his name, 35 years old, still playing in the Championship for Burnley. And Wrexham Football Club have made a massive statement, not only with Jay Rodriguez, but today in general. We've brought in two new strikers. Sam Smith, sort of on the younger side, of course, playing for Reading Football Club, scoring the goals, 13 goal contributions this season. Bringing Jay Rodriguez in, who's a serial winner when it comes to promotion from the Championship to the Premier League experience. He has got so much experience, like I said, and bringing that to the front line, in between mixing in, Sam Smith and having, Jay Rodriguez, Stephen Fletcher, and like I said, on the younger side, you could say Jack Marriott, we've got Mo Fowl, and of course Sam Smith, who has joined the club. This is genuinely a big statement from Wrexham Football Club. Like I said, Jay Rodriguez comes in from Burnley. I think he made 20 appearances this season for the Clarets at the top end of the Championship, scoring 2 goals. You might get put off by his age. Of course, he's 35, but don't get me wrong, this is a massive signing. And getting someone in of his quality and age, you could say, at 35 years old, he's still become a regular in this Burnley team. He's still featuring heavily for Burnley at the top end of the Championship. And this is a massive move. We heard this news kind of break out about an hour before it was announced that he was having his medical in Wrexham, and Wrexham have reportedly offered £15,000 a week for Jay Rodriguez. We don't know if that's correct or not, but nonetheless, we have brought in someone who is experienced in the Premier League, a striker who can score goals. He's scored goals in every single season he's played. Of course, yes, he's coming towards the end of his career, but he's a good asset for any top-end Championship team, I'd say, in and around the squad. Bringing him down to League One in such a pressured and, high-quality environment at Wrexham Football Club, and high-stakes environment as well. And if we are as well looking at, some of the seasons Jay Rodriguez has had recently, 22-23, he had 10 goals, 2 assists in 29 games. In the 2019-20, 11 goals in 39 games for West Brom across 2 seasons. He scored 33 goals in just around 80 games, which is all recent times. And, don't get me wrong, I think bringing his quality and his experience down to League One is a massive coup. And of course, we were looking at Huddersfield signing Dion Charles, Joe Taylor. We were looking at teams around us, of course, Wickham keeping hold of Richard Kone. This is big. We knew we needed at least one striker in, but getting Sam Smith, of course, who is a proven League One goal scorer, and bringing a player of Jay Rodriguez's quality down to League One, I have no doubt that he will come in, score goals for us, and will give us a huge boost in terms of getting that automatic promotion to the Championship. You do not find a more experienced player in these situations, like the likes of Stephen Fletcher and Jay Rodriguez. I think this is a big signing, and I rightly have a smile on my face, because we could be taking one big step towards Championship football next season. And if we're looking in the larger picture of this sort of does open up the future. What does the future hold for Ollie Palmer, for Paul Mullin? Of course, we've learned that Mo Fowl can't actually go out on loan in this January transfer window because he's played for 2 EFL clubs, so Mo Fowl will not be leaving Wrexham Football Club. We've heard from journalist Nathan Salt that clubs have inquired about Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullin, both on loan deals and on permanent deals. Now, Jay Rodriguez comes in, and you could say he's sort of a target man and sort of a clinical poacher, but I think he's a mixture between the two. Who will be going? Will it be both? Will it be Palmer and Mullin? Or will it just be one of those? Because of course Sam Smith comes in as sort of that, that big strong striker, that hold-up striker who as well can score goals. So that sort of gives the indication that it could be Palmer. And with Jay Rodriguez's height and experience and sort of style to his game, I think this does all point towards Ollie Palmer possibly leaving Wrexham Football Club, which I don't think we were kind of expecting at the start of the transfer window. But the way things have gone, we've got some good business done late on in the transfer window. I think there's definitely a chance we could see Palmer leave, and I think there's a bigger chance that we could see Paul Mullin leave. Of course, it'll be a very sad day, and I do hope, both of them on loan until the end of the season, because I would always like to see them come back to Wrexham and, run up their contracts until the end, and, we could see them until the end of their contracts, and then at least we know that they've given everything for the football club right till the end, and possibly seeing Palmer leave until the end of the season, And Mullin leaving until the end of the season as well, it is unheard of, and it was just unpredictable that we'd have heard Paul Mullin could possibly be leaving Wrexham Football Club in January. However, albeit I think we do need to see at least Paul Mullin leave, of course. He's just not quite there at the minute since returning from his injury, and I think he needs a string of performances, possibly for a higher-end League 2 team, to get his confidence back, get back scoring goals, because we all know he would be a very useful asset in League 1 if he's, going to get his shooting boots back on, get a consistent run of games. Of course, he's had that at Wrexham Football Club, but something is not clicking for Paul Mullin. Whether he needs a fresh start, a fresh environment at another football club, I really don't know, but I would really not like to see Paul Mullin leave on a permanent deal. If it's going to be anything, I'd like to see both of them leave until the end of the season, hopefully make a point at a new club, and yes, see what happens at the end of the season and go on from there. But in terms of other transfer news, we've seen James Jones obviously depart permanently to Burton Albion, which again is a massive shame because he gave everything for this football club. He was that engine in midfield. I was a massive fan of James Jones at his time at Wrexham, and it didn't really work out for him in League 2, and I think we kind of expected Jones to possibly leave in the summer transfer window. He didn't. He's made a few appearances here and there in the EFL Trophy, I think a few substitute appearances in League 1, but we all kind of knew if it wasn't going to be the summer transfer window next season, it was destined to be the January transfer window, and it's a good move for him. It's a good move for him going to Burton Albion, of course, a League 1 side. Struggling at the bottom end of the table, he's going to go straight into the midfield, I assume. And yeah, Burton Albion fans, you've got yourself a hard worker in the midfield. Of course, he's not afraid to go forward and get involved in the goals as well. I think he registered double digits for goal contributions for Wrexham a few seasons ago, so he's good going forward. He's got a good eye for goal as well. But I think importantly, and most of all, he will give 110% in the games he plays. His fitness is an absolute joke. So yeah, it's been a busy last day of January for Wrexham Football Club. Bringing Jay Rodriguez in, like I said, 550 career appearances, 146 goals I think it is to his name, a man who has won multiple promotions, multiple seasons in the Premier League, scored multiple goals as well. To have him down in League 1 was completely unexpected. But here we are. I did not think at the start of the day I would be reporting on Jay Rodriguez, pen and paper, for Wrexham Football Club on an undisclosed fee until the end of next season. Of course, he's a player, I've probably collected his match attacks over the years, watched him on Match of the Day, watched him live on the telly, so it sort of seems a bit real now, this project at Wrexham Football Club, that we are luring names like Jay Rodriguez, even like Sam Smith as well, who's a top scorer in the current division that we are already in, a promotion rival that he's playing for, so it does seem to be real. Wrexham are splashing the cash, and rightly so. If the money's there, we're going to be spending it, so it's a big addition bringing Jay Rodriguez in and Sam Smith. So yeah, that is it for today's video. A completely unexpected one. I do apologise if it's just me rambling on the signings and no stats and info on the player. I just wasn't expecting this at all. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts on both the signings. James Jones leaving. Who do you think will leave? Will it be Ollie Palmer or will it be Paul Mullin? Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in another video. I can breathe now, I can relax. Because Wrexham Football Club have signed 2 strikers in the same day. And yeah, I can breathe because this sort of does seem a bit real now that we're bringing players like Jay Rodriguez into the club. So yeah, until then, take care guys, and I'll see you in the video. Up the town.